Okay, I've had an issue. For some reason, it is not wanting, the remote is not wanting to go. I am pressing the heck out of it, and it is not coming up. So I'm going to need you. You're going to have to run the board manually for me. So as soon as you can play the intro for basketball, go ahead and hit it, because we'll have to do it manually here.
At Wright Implement, you'll find the full line of John Deere mowers, gators, tractors, ag equipment, John Deere apparel, toys, and more, along with a complete line of Steel and Honda power equipment. And we have a parts and service department that's second to none. Wright Implement has 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana to serve you. The right equipment, the right service, and always the right price. Wright Implement, serving great customers like you since 1936. Online at wrightimp.com.
Good afternoon from LaRue County High School in Hodgenville, where the Fighting Tigers are looking to add wins and trophies to their Christmas wish list as they prepare to take on the Marion County Knights. Hello again, everyone. This is Lee Bramlett. Breckinridge County is 4-4 on the year after their overtime win over Hancock County Friday night. The Knights, out of Region 5, are 2-5 on the season. They have dropped their last 3. This will be the first of 3 games for the Tigers here as part of the Magnolia Bank Classic. Who and when they play tomorrow will be determined by today's result. We'll run down the schedule for the tournament, recap the Hancock County win, and preview this afternoon's game in just a moment, as the pregame coverage is brought to you by the home folks of Hardinsburg Tire Service here on 104.3 The River.
So you've heard us talking about Brandenburg Telecom, and we could have chosen any other provider for our phone, internet, TV, and security service, but we chose Brandenburg Telecom.
It is not hard to find a good deal these days. What it is hard to find is a provider that delivers the best value of service. That's exactly what we're getting with Brandenburg Telecom.
They don't trick you with introductory rates.
They don't keep you waiting for service or waiting on the phone.
When they say they're going to do something, they do it.
Brandenburg Telecom are people who live
And work.
And play in my community.
They're a part of this community, and that's why they care.
If you only have one service with Brandenburg Telecom, you're missing out on their other great services.
Give them a chance.
You won't be disappointed. We're ready for the board.
And welcome back to Hodgenville as we are approaching the start time for this game between Breckinridge County and Marion County. The tournament schedule for this event: John Hardin and Campbellsville will follow this game. Then it is LaRue County and Henry County. The Tigers will play the winner of these two tomorrow, pending today's outcome. The nightcap of the first round pits Meade County against East Ridge. Breckinridge County moved back to 500 on the season with a 61-59 win over Hancock County Friday night. Tigers led by as many as 9 in the fourth quarter, only to see Hancock County rally to tie the game, sending it to the extra frame, where Breckinridge County, despite 16 of 26 for the line from the game, went 5 of 6 from the free throw line in overtime. Hancock County 3 of 5, providing the difference in the result. Mercer Rogers led the way for Breckinridge County with 20 points and 9 rebounds. Hayden Brockman added 13 in the win. That result allows the Tigers to sit atop the district standings going into the new year. Right now on the floor, Breckinridge County warming up to our right. Marion County has gone back to the locker room for some last-minute instructions. When we return, we'll take a closer look at today's matchup with Marion County. Pre-game coverage is brought to you by the home folks of Hardinsburg Tire Service.
Experience the difference of the Big Green Egg ceramic cooker from Irvington Gas Company. It's a smoker, a grill, and oven, all in one. It's easy to start, reaching cooking temperatures in just 10 minutes with temperature control so you can cook to perfection. It's safer to use and it's easy to clean up. Stop by Irvington Gas Company on Highway 79 to see the Big Green Egg and other gas grills available. Irvington Gas Company, serving this area for more than 75 years.
Back with you at LaRue County High School in Hodgenville. Lee Bramlett with you as we are just a few minutes away from Breckinridge County opening play in the Magnolia Bank Classic. It's the first of 3 games here in Hodgenville at the end of the week. Marion County, the first of those opponents. They are 2-5 on the season with wins over Louisville Francis Parker and Campbellsville. They have dropped their last 3, though, one of those being a 44-36 result to Owensboro Apollo, then 78-53 to Greene County, and 69-51 to Taylor County. In those 7 games, the Knights are being led in scoring by 5'9" sophomore Christian Rucker. He's averaging 11.7 per contest. He's the only player in double figures. No other player on the Marion County squad averages more than 7 a game. As a team, Marion County is averaging around 46 points a game. They shoot 35% from the field, 24% from three-point range, and are 54% as a team from the free throw line. Marion County just coming back onto the floor right now. Keys for tonight's ball game for Breckinridge County. It has been the fight that Coach Jeff LaGrange has had really for the last couple of years with this team, is building consistency. They got a solid performance really for about 3 quarters in that game against Hancock County. Then things fell apart towards the end of the game as Hancock County was able to erase that 9-point deficit. Tigers were able to close it down and get the victory in overtime, but Coach Jeff LaGrange is looking for a consistent effort, not only in game, but from game to game as well. Part of the success for the Tigers in that Hancock County game was their ability to crash the boards. They will continue to need to do that against a Marion County team they will have somewhat of a height advantage over as we get into the starting lineups in the evening. Also a better job in protecting the three-point range as a Hancock County team that did not shoot well from three-point range during the course of the regular season has already went 5 of 6 in their game with the Tigers back on Friday night in Harned. Both teams coming back onto the court right now. We are about 2.5 minutes away from the start of today's ball game. It's the first of 2 for you here on 104.3 The River. Coming up later on, we'll have the Breckinridge County Lady Tigers. They'll be playing up at Charlie Rawlings Memorial Gym in Elizabethtown as part of the Hooper-Rama. They'll take on Louisville Butler. Mark Grimes will be along for coverage of that game. The key coverage gets underway at around 6 o'clock this evening ahead of a 6:15 start. If you're heading over this direction or maybe looking for something to do, you can head over and support Coach Mormon, Coach Bennett, and the rest of the Lady Tigers as they are in action here coming up a little later on. They also have 3 games as well, with games again tomorrow and Friday as part of their tournament there. But here it is Breckinridge County and Hancock County. We'll have the starting lineups and opening tip-off in just a moment. The pregame coverage brought to you here on 104.3 The River by the home folks of Hartonsburg Tire Service. Okay, I think I've got it now. I don't know, there was a goofy setting there. Let her know I've got it. In case you're listening, I've got it.
If you need home medical equipment, rely on Taylor Pharmacy. They deliver home medical equipment such as oxygen, lift chairs, hospital beds, and CPAP machines to Breckinridge and surrounding counties. They have everything a patient needs for recuperating at home. Taylor Pharmacy does so much more than fill prescriptions. They carry a full line of diabetic shoes, have a gift department, and of course make delicious tailor-made fudge in a variety of flavors that include sugar-free. Stop by Taylor Pharmacy in Hartonsburg and see why your family and the Taylor Pharmacy family make a good team.
Welcome back to LaRue County High School in Hodgenville. Lee Bramlett with you as we are now set for the introduction of the starting lineups for tonight's game between the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers and the Marion County Knights. First to be introduced, it will be Julius Jones at a guard for Marion County, a 5'7" junior. Nick Mullins, another guard, 5'7" and a freshman. Christian Rucker, a guard, number 3, 5'9", a sophomore. Rashad Brown will be at a forward, a 5'8" junior. It'll be Noah Spalding, the center, a 5'8" sophomore. Marion County coached by Matthew Thomas. Now an introduction. Don't expect any changes in the starting lineup from what we have seen the last couple of games. Actually, we'll bring back Chase Hardesty into the lineup, 6'1" junior, averaging 7.6 points per game. Mercer Rogers is another guard, 6'1" junior, 15 per contest for the Tigers. At forward, number 11, Jonah Miller, a 6'4" sophomore, averaging 9.2 points per game. Forward is Lance Poole, number 23, a 6'2" junior, 9.3 a game. And starting at center will be 00 Hayden Brockman, a 6'4" senior, averaging 6.1 points per game. Breckinridge County is coached by Jeff LaGrange, assisted by Jeremy Bennett and Lily Grimes Miller. Breckinridge County dressed in home white with maroon lettering and numbers. They will be moving to the right side of your radio dial here as we begin play in this opening half. Jonah Miller in at 6'4" to jump against Noah Spalding. Again, this Marion County team only has one player listed as far as the KHSAA roster at 6 feet or taller. And even then, that's right at 6 feet, and I believe that player is down with an injury issue. Breckinridge County wins the basketball to start this game. Mercer Rogers with it. Gets the ball to Chase Hardesty. Lance Poole with it on the left side for the Tigers. Poole looking, comes out. Hayden Brockman takes it to the top of the key. Jonah Miller gets it to Chase Hardesty on the right side. Tigers working the perimeter at the moment. They find the pass underneath, intended for Hardesty, but it bounces off his shoulder and out of bounds, and Marion County will get their first possession of the game. We play 23 seconds, no score. Breckinridge County setting up at his own press. Rucker with the basketball, gets the ball back to Jones. Julius Jones across the time stripe for Marion County. Jones driving, bounce pass, kicks it over the corner. Here's a three on the way, that is no good. Rebound fought for, pulled away by Marion County. They'll dish it off, and here's a drive down the lane, shot short, no good by Mullins. And Poole pulls it down for Breckinridge County. Tigers on the run. Poole driving, 1 against 4, puts it off the glass and in. Poole got caught down low, but just pushed to its way forward and puts it in for the basket, and Breckinridge County with a 2-0 lead 1 minute into the ball game. Rucker holds it at long range for Marion County, moving to the left side of your radio dial, giving the ball to Rashad Brown. Brown dribbles to the left, brings it out front. This is Mullins with the top of the key, drives on Miller. Rucker bluffs the three, being guarded by Mercer Rogers, kicks it out. Here's Brown going to try a three-pointer that is no good. Race for the rebound. Hardesty had it for a second, loose ball picked up by Rucker. He'll launch a three-pointer, no good. Rebound fought for, Brockman goes and gets it for Breckinridge County. He'll hand it off to Jonah Miller. Miller into the front court for the Tigers, driving. Tries to direct traffic, now getting it out to Lance Poole on the left side. He'll launch a three-pointer, no good. Rebound going to be tracked down by Mullins for Marion County. Mullins drives right down the lane over Brockman, puts up the shot, won't count. They'll say he charged. Nice job there by Brockman to set up for the charge. Takes the player control foul to Mullins. That'll be his first, team first of the quarter. Marion County decides to pick up full court after the player control foul. Jonah Miller to inbounds, gets it to Mercer Rogers. Rogers being guarded by Rashad Brown. We played about 2 minutes of the game. Breckinridge County leading 2-0 on a Poole basket. Jonah Miller with it, looking for someone to get it to. Miller looking, still brings it out front to Hardesty. Hardesty on the left side, back to Lance Poole. Poole being guarded by Jones down low. Here is Miller on the block. Caught in the double team, spins, tries to go up, forces up the shot, gets it to roll in. Nice job there by Jonah Miller. Had two players on top of him, but got position inside and put it off the glass and in. And Breckinridge County leads 4-0, 5:39 to go here in the first quarter. Here's a drive by Mullins, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound back up and in by Spalding. Noah Spalding with his first points of the ball game. Breckinridge County leading 4-2 with the basketball at 5:20 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Jonah Miller with it for the Tigers. Miller will hand it off to Mercer Rogers. Rogers brings it back beyond the perimeter. He'll set up the offense. Hardesty with it on the left side. Looking down low for Brockman. Now Brockman comes out to take the basketball beyond the arc. Lance Poole with it, right side. Poole drives into the lane. Caught in the double team, has it knocked out of his hands. Fights, gets his own loose ball back. Puts it up the shot, draws contact, and will head to the line. Nice job there by Poole after he had the ball knocked away to maintain the possession. Foul is going to be on Julius Jones for Marion County. That'll be his first, team second. Lance Poole goes to the line, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. He'll get a pair of free throws. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Tigers up 4-2, make it 5-2 as he hits the free throw. Poole averaging 9.3 points per game. Gives the Tigers a 3-point lead. He'll have one more attempt upcoming. Second shot is in the air, and this one is good. So make it 4 for Poole, and Breckinridge County matches their biggest lead early on at 6-2. Tigers pick up with full court pressure. Rucker with the basketball for Marion County, kicks it over to Jones. Now Mullins brings it out front. Here's Jones driving to the basket, has a shot partially blocked. Rebound comes down to Chase Hardesty for the Tigers. Breckinridge County into the front court. Here is Jonah Miller, squares up three left side, no good. Rebound Spalding for Marion County. Now the Knights trying to push the ball ahead. Here's a shot up off the glass, no good, but a foul against Breckinridge County as they found Julius Jones underneath the basket. And foul's going to be on Hayden Brockman, who picks up his first, team first of the quarter. Jones 7 of 13 from the free throw line on the season. He is the 5'7" junior. First free throw attempt is good. Free throw allows Breckinridge County to make a couple of substitutions. 3 to be precise. They'll bring in Braxton Tall, number 13. Devin Spalding, number 30. Also Braden Carmen, number 32, into the lineup for Breckinridge County. Jones with one more free throw attempt on the way. In the air, and this one front of the rim, no good. The rebound comes down to Jonah Miller for the Tigers. Breckinridge County into the front court. Here's Mercer Rogers driving down the lane, splits the defense, puts up the shot, no good. Had a nice lane, just a little too strong on the layup attempt. Running at the other end, Rucker tries to throw the ball behind him. It's picked up by Rogers. Here's Rogers on the run against defenders, pushes up the shot, can't get it to go. Carmen fights for the rebound, now finally pulls it down, has it knocked out of his hands. Jonah Miller rescues for Breckinridge County. Miller pushes up the 8-footer, got it. 4 for Jonah Miller in the ball game. Breckinridge County enjoying their biggest lead of the night, 8-3. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. Rucker with the basketball, being guarded by Devin Spalding. Rucker dribbles to his right, now gets the ball to Jones. In the ball game, number 15, Nate Wright for Marion County. Gets the ball, Noah Spalding, being guarded by Braden Carmen. Spalding drives, kicks it over. Mullins will launch a 3. That is good. Nick Mullins with a 3-point basket. And Marion County will take a timeout. First timeout of the ball game. It comes with 3:35 remaining here in the first quarter. This timeout brought to you by J&M Services on Ballpark Road in Hardinsburg. Score, Breckinridge County 8, Marion County 6.
How many times have you called someplace and heard this?
For customer service, press 1.
At First State Bank, when you call one of their 3 locations, you'll hear this.
First State Bank, this is Michelle. How may I help you?
From opening a checking or savings account to home or commercial loans, you'll get a friendly voice ready to assist with your banking needs. Call or stop by today and find out why for more than 100 years, First State Bank, where your friends bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Online at firststatebankky.com. Marion County takes the timeout, but Breckinridge County able to break the press, driving down the lane. Nice look by Mercer Rogers with a ball fake and lays it up and in for his first points of the ball game. Tigers back to a 4-point lead at 10-6, 3:10 remaining in the opening quarter. Marion County with the basketball. Gabriel Washington, number 23, in the lineup. Gives the ball to number 22, Caden Riley, into the ball game. Here's a 3 on the way by Washington. In and out, no good. Ball tipped up in the air. Rebound pulled down by Braden Carmen. He gets the ball ahead to Jonah Miller. 2 on 3. Here's Miller, lost the handle. Looking to get the ball to Carmen. Carmen tries to go up and travel with the basketball. Spalding just held his ground. Carmen tried to hop around, but takes the extra step, and the turnover will give it back to Marion County. Substitution in for the Knights is number 20, Adrian Lanham. Rucker to inbounds, facing full court pressure. Gets the ball to Washington for Marion County. Zone press. Knights able to break it in the front court. Rucker gets the ball back to Washington. Coming down to 2.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Tigers up 10-6. Riley takes the basketball. Carmen tries to go for the steal, doesn't get it. Now here's a 3 attempt on the way, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to Breckinridge County. Tiger basketball to bring the length of the floor. Marion County will bring Rashawn Brown back into the lineup. Lance Poole will check in for the Tigers to replace Jonah Miller. Full court pressure being employed here by Marion County. Braxton Tall inbounds to Lance Poole. Poole will run into the front court for Breckinridge County. Gets it ahead to Mercer Rogers. Left side, ball down low to Braden Carmen. Carmen spins, puts up the shot, banks it in. First points of the game for Braden Carmen. Breckinridge County now with their biggest lead of the night at 12-6. Getting down to 2 minutes remaining in this opening quarter of play. Marion County in the front court facing a double team. Ball rescued out to Marion. Washington gets it back. Here's a 3 from the corner, good by Rucker. 3-point basket. Rucker's first points of the game. Pulls Marion County back to within 3 at 12-9. A minute 40 to go here in the opening quarter. Mercer Rogers with the basketball for the Tigers. Gets it to Braden Carmen. Carmen trying to drive to the inside. Will get a reach-in foul on Adrian Lanham. That'll be his first, team third of the quarter. The substitution will pick up in just a moment for Marion County. Actually, they will not give Lanham the foul there. It'll be a turnover, Breckinridge County. Knights with the basketball inside the final 2 minutes of the quarter. Rucker with the basketball. I believe we have Caden Hazelwood, number 33, in the lineup for Marion County. Here's a shot up, no good, blocked by Breckinridge County. Tigers avoid the steal. Now Lance Poole with it to the front court for Breckinridge County. Poole drives down the lane, puts up the shot too strong, gets his own miss, puts it back up, no good, but draws the foul. And that should be on Caden Hazelwood. That'll be his first. That will be the team third. Lance Poole goes back to the line for the Tigers, where he's 2 of 2 on the night. 53 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Tigers up 12-9. They've led by as many as 6. Poole's first free throw attempt kicks off the front of the rim, no good. He'll get one more attempt. Todd Galloway, and number 20 of the 6'3 sophomore, checks into the lineup, replacing Braden Carmen. One more attempt on the way here for for Lance Poole. Free throw is on the way, back of the rim, no good. Galloway had it, lost it. Ball gets knocked away and picked up by Hazelwood. Marion County will try to push the ball up the floor. Here's Jones with a shot partially blocked, no good. Put up, no good. Third attempt, no good. Marion comes back with a rebound, shot no good. Fight for the rebound out of bounds, and it'll go to Breckinridge County. Tigers giving Marion 3 chances there at close range, but could not convert, so the Tigers maintain the lead. Again, Marion County with the full court pressure. Chase Hardesty gets the inbound from Braxton Tall. As we come down to 30 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, Tigers lead 12-9. Spalding with it left side. They rip the ball down low to Hardesty, and they'll get Hardesty with a charge. Foul on Chase Hardesty will be his first, team second. Marion County basketball to bring the length of the floor. Substitution number 11, Eli Washington, will come into the lineup for Marion County. Again, the Knights not a tall team, but Coach Matthew Thomas has unveiled that bench early on here as he has gone almost 5 deep in. Here is a three-pointer on the way by Washington that is short. Long rebound, takes a carom, ball knocked away, picked up by Lance Poole. Poole breaks from the glass, puts it up and in. Poole got a jump and beat the defenders down the floor for his 6th point of the ball game. Gives the Tigers a 14-9 lead. Down to 10 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Washington thought about the 3. Here is another 3 on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Braxton Tall, and that will be the final shot of the opening quarter. Tonight's first quarter has been brought to you by Hardensburg Nursing and Rehab. With the score, Breckinridge County 14, Marion County 9.
Joe Bennett Backhoe Plumbing and Rentals, been in business since 1973 and are still going strong and growing. They carry the largest selection of rental equipment in the area. They can also take care of all your residential and commercial plumbing needs. They haul rock, install cisterns, dig footers, basements, and backfill around your home. Call 270-756-2946. That's Joe Bennett Backhoe Plumbing and Rental, located on Old Highway 60 in Hardensburg. A proud supporter of Breckinridge County and the Fighting Tigers.
Breckinridge County outscores Marion County 14-9 in the opening frame. Leading scorer for the Tigers is Lance Poole with 6 points. Across the way, Christian Rucker and Nick Mullins each with 3-point baskets for Marion County to lead their scoring. It will be night basketball to begin the second quarter of play as we are at LaRue County High School at Hodgenville. Glad you could join us on this Wednesday afternoon, wherever you may be. Inbounds will be Rashad Brown for Marion County. He'll bring it in to Julius Jones. Jones being guarded by Braxton Tall. Here is Mullins being guarded by Lance Poole. Christian Rucker is met by Mercer Rogers. Rucker kicks the ball back to Mullins. Mullins finds a seam down the lane, now kicks it out. Here's Jones going to launch a 3 from the corner. Got it. Jones with a 3-point basket, Marion's 3rd 3 of the night to make it 14-12. Tigers have never trailed in this ball game. Mercer Rogers with the basketball. Rogers will bring it back out. We're into the second quarter here of this opening round game of the Magnolia Bank Classic. Rogers balances the floor. Now here's Braxton Tall. Spins, goes to the basket, put it up and in. Braxton Tall's first points of the ball game gives the Tigers a 16-12 lead. Mullins driving, gets the ball knocked away. Breckinridge County had their backs turned for a moment. Fortunately, Lance Poole able to come up with it. Tall bluffs a three at the other end. Spins, goes to the basket. He pushes up the shot, banks it too strong. Rebound, Mercer Rogers has it slapped out of his hands. Rogers looking, reverses, tries the layup, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Marion County. Tigers had a couple of looks there, just unable to come away with the basket and give it back to the Knights. Under 6 minutes remaining here or make that just under 7 minutes remaining here until halftime. Tigers up 16-12. Marion County with the basketball. Here is Rashad Brown with it. Gets it over to Jones on the left side. Drives past Braxton Tall. Cut off as Tall gets back. Here is Mullins driving on Poole. Out front, Rucker takes it. Marion County content to spread the floor here. See if they can find a three or unless an open lane to the basket. Jones with it. Has it slapped away by Braxton Tall. And it'll stay with Marion County. Hayden Brockman will check back into the lineup for Breckinridge County. Rashad Brown will inbounds at side front court for Marion County. 6:20 remaining here in the first half of play. Tigers lead at 16-12. Jones with the basketball, locks the dribble, but right into the hands of Mullins. Now Rucker takes it on the right side, moves off the screen, gets into the paint, looks, kicks it back out. Here's Noah Spalding with the basketball. Spalding back to Rashad Brown. Brown finds a seam. They look for Spalding underneath, can't make the grab. Long pass rescued back into Marion County. Knights will reset the offense here. 5:53 remaining in the first half. Rucker with the basketball. Being guarded by Mercer Rogers. Ball goes to the floor. Rogers able to pick it up, tries to maintain the possession. Hayden Brockman comes away with it. Here's Lance Poole. Poole pump fakes, forces up the shot, and draws contact. I believe they will get that on Mullins. And that would be his second, team first of the quarter, so it sends Lance Poole back to the free throw stripe. He's 2 of 4 on the night. Steps up with 5:39 remaining here in the opening half of play. First free throw on the attempt by Poole is good. He's got 7 in this contest. Gabriel Washington checks back into the lineup for Marion County. One more attempt here for Poole. On the way, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Mullins for Marion County. Into the front court. Here is Jones driving. They find Spalding underneath. Puts it up and in. Spalding with his 4th point of the ball game. Tigers lead down to 3 at 17-14 with 5:23 remaining here in the second quarter. Hardesty with the basketball. Marion County looks like they're showing man-to-man here. Here is Poole. Gets to the inside. Gets a step on the defender. And he lays it off the glass and in. Poole with his 9th point of the ball game. Tigers extend the lead back out to 5 at 19-14. Into the front court, Jones with it, directs traffic, sends Rucker to the far side of the court. Nice move here by Jones, gets away from his man, lays it off high, banker up and in. Jones with his 6th point of the ball game. Breckinridge County will take a full timeout. It is their first of the game. This timeout brought to you by J&M Services on Ballpark Road in Hardinsburg. The score, Breckinridge County 19, Marion County 16.
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Breckinridge County High School alumni Matt Mattingly and Katie Critchlow at Legacy Physical Therapy salute you, Breckinridge County, and support Breckinridge County sports. Legacy Physical Therapy is an outpatient physical therapy clinic proudly serving Breckinridge County with that Tiger pride. Located at 237 Highway 60 in Hardinsburg, Matt Mattingly and Katie Critchlow and their staff are very proud to serve their patients and their community. At Legacy Physical Therapy, they treat people, not patients.
Marion County outscoring Breckinridge County 7-5 to start this quarter. Had a couple of possessions there where the Marion County ball carrier just simply made a step, caught the Tigers off balance, and were able to drive to the basket. Tigers have led by as many as 6 in this ball game. The current margin is 3. Lance Poole leading the way for Breckinridge County with 9 points of the ball game. Julius Jones, normally averaging at just 5.3 a game, has 6 already on the night. Breckinridge County will bring the ball up the floor under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half, leading 19-16. Mercer Rogers faces a 1-3-1 zone. Now Hardesty with it, back out front to Rogers. He squares, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jones for Marion County. Knights getting the better of the boards at the moment. Here's Jones driving down the lane, puts up the shot and in. Jones now with 7 points in this quarter. Marion County has cut the deficit to 1, 19-18 with 4:26 remaining here in the half. Nottingham gets the ball down low to Brockman, pushes up the shot, no good, but draws a foul. Jones and Spalding were in the vicinity. And it is Julius Jones who gets called for the foul, his second. And that will send Hayden Brockman to the line to shoot free throws for Breckinridge County. Brockman, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. First attempt, though, there is good. Brockman with his first points of the ball game. Spalding, Tall, Carmen, and Poole back in the ball game for Breckinridge County. One more attempt on the way by Brockman is good. And he will check out of the ball game as Galloway will come in. So let's reset it for Breckinridge County. It's Braxton Tall, Devin Spalding, Todd Galloway, Lance Poole, and Braden Carmen. Gabriel Washington into the front court for Marion County. Gets the ball to Rashad Brown. Brown goes up, little floater from 10, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Breckinridge County's Devin Spalding. Spalding tries to go on the drive, behind the back dribble, puts up a shot over 2 defenders, no good. Crashed on the board, scramble picked up by Marion County. Now the Knights trying to run, as here is Brown with it. Brown turned away though by Poole. Back out front to Rucker. Rucker drives in the paint, may have dragged the pivot foot. Here's Spalding off the glass, up and in. Spalding with his 16th point of the ball, or 6th point of the ball game, gives us our first tie of the night. Or actually, Breckinridge County will be in the lead at 21-20. Poole with the basketball, back out front. Spalding will launch a 3, left side, got it. Joe Betabacco, Plumbing and Rental, 3-point basket. First of the night for Chase Spalding. Gives the Tigers a little breathing room at 24-20. Under 3.5 to go here in the first half. This is Rashad Brown driving, has the shot blocked by Braden Carmen, but they're going to get Carmen with a foul. Carmen will be his first, team first of the quarter, and that will send Rashad Brown to the line. 67% free throw shooter on the season. Has not scored. This will be his first free throw attempt of the ball game, coming at 3:16 remaining here in the first half of play. Free throws on the way, back of the rim, and bounces away, no good. One more attempt upcoming. Jones, a 5'8" junior, averages just under 7 points per game for the Knights. We'll get one more attempt here. In the air, this one is good. So Jones into the scoring column. Marion County cuts their deficit to 3 with 3:11 remaining here in the first half. Spalding gets the basketball to Galloway, left side. Carmen takes it out front. Now here's Lance Poole with it. Poole to Spalding. Made the 3 a moment ago. Braxton Tall finds Braden Carmen. Now Poole with it. He'll launch a 3. Looks short, is. And the rebound comes down to Marion County. Here's Washington trying to push the ball up the floor. Right with it. Back out front to Hazelwood. Now Washington over. Here's Jones going to launch a 3. That was Rashad Brown, no good. Ball tipped around. Rebound comes down to Marion County. Here's a little floater in the lane, no good. Braden Carmen goes up for the rebound. And we'll get a reach in on Marion County. They'll get Lanham with a reach in. That'll be his first. That'll be the team third. Breckinridge County basketball to bring the length of the floor with 2:37 remaining here in the first half. Tigers lead 24-21. Never have trailed in this game. Have led by as many as 6. Here's Braxton Tall for Breckinridge County. Gets the ball to Galloway. Has it knocked out of his hands. Now goes the floor. Will get a jump ball. And alternating possession should go to Breckinridge County. Braxton Tall will inbounds underneath the Tigers basket with 2:25 remaining here in this opening half of play. They'll bring the ball in. Carmen back to Tall. Thought about the 3-pointer. Now drives into the lane. Looks, turns around. Floater can't get it to go. Rebound. Poole had it, lost it. Picked up by Lanham for Marion County. Lanham into the front court. Kicks it over to Hazelwood. Hazelwood back to Washington, and he traveled with the basketball. Turnover gives it back to Breckinridge County. Mercer Rogers, after a quick breather, will replace Todd Galloway. Side front backcourt inbounds to Breckinridge County. Devin Spalding will bring the ball into Mercer Rogers, who just checked back into the ball game. Coming down to 2 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Here's Rogers, goes on the drive past Lanham, puts up the shot, got it. Fourth point of the ball game for Mercer Rogers. Breckinridge County with a 5-point lead, 26-21. Down to the other end, Wright thought about the three, cut off by Braxton Tall. Here's Wright going to just lob it up. Not sure if that was going to be a lob or just a little floater. Poole comes down with a rebound for Breckinridge County. Poole driving, caught in a double team. Now looks for someone to get it to. Here's Spalding with it. Spalding looking for Carmen down low. Can't make the grab. Out of bounds. And Carmen fell across the baseline, but did not touch the basketball. They'll say Marion County touched it last, so Tigers retain the possession as Hayden Brockman will check back in for Breckinridge County. 1:33 remaining here in the half. Substitution for Marion County will be Eli Washington, number 11, replacing Gabriel Washington, as Mercer Rogers will inbound the basketball. 1:33 remaining here in the quarter. They give it into Brockman on the inbound. Shot short. Rebound very close to a reach-in. Tigers escape the foul, but Marion County comes away with the basketball. Down at the other end here is Rashad Brown. Pulls up with a 12-footer. No good. Braxton Tall had the rebound. Knocked out of his hands, but they will say that Adrian Lanham got him on the wrist. So Lanham will pick up his second. That'll be the team fourth. Breckinridge County basketball to bring three-quarter length of the floor with a minute 18 remaining here in this opening half. Tigers lead 26-21. Here's Mercer Rogers, drives down the lane, splits the defenders, puts up the little scoop shot, doesn't go, but draws the foul and will head to the line. Foul is going to be on Caden Hazelwood. That'll be his second, so you've got Mullins, Jones, Lanham, and Hazelwood each with two for Marion County. Heading to the line, it is Mercer Rogers. He's got 4 points of the ball game. First free throw is no good. 75% free throw shooter on the season, as Chase Hardesty will check in for Lance Poole. Spalding will check back in for Marion County, as does Caden Riley. One more free throw attempt for Rogers on the way. Back of the rim, no good. Riley comes down with a rebound for Marion County. Rucker with it in the front court for the Knights, being guarded by Mercer Rogers. Rucker will hand the ball off to Rashad Brown. Brown tries to move off the screen. They look for Riley on the cut to the basket. Pass was a little too high and gets away from him. It will be Breckinridge County basketball. Hardesty with it for the Tigers. Hardesty drives to his right, now looking for someone to get it to. Now Rogers with it. Rogers, free throw line jumper on the way, no good. Rebound, Braxton Tall tries to put it up, blocked out of bounds, and last touched by Spalding for Marion County. Breckinridge County will inbound underneath their own basket with 42.7 seconds remaining in the quarter. Mercer Rogers to inbound. Brings it into Brockman. Brockman on the give and go back to Rogers. Little reverse layup is good. Nice look from Brockman to Rogers, and Breckinridge County with their biggest lead of the night now at 7 at 28-21. Rucker with it for Marion County as the Knights back it out, presumably to go for one unless they get a good look. And Rucker will take a 12-footer and make it. Rucker with his 5th point of the ball game makes it 28-23. Marion County back to within 5. Breckinridge County brings it across the time stripe. 11 seconds left to go. Rogers on the dribble. Chase Hardesty comes out to take it down to 6 seconds. Hardesty down to 3 seconds. Down to 2. Hardesty drives. Floater in the lane is no good. And the first half has come to an end. Tonight's second quarter has been brought to you by Commonwealth Machining on Rupert Askins Lane in Harnett, with the score Breckinridge County 28, Marion County 23.
Do you know what the Breckinridge County Health Department does? We do everything from pool inspections to site evaluations on septic tanks, the WIC program, women's health, immunizations, children and adults, disaster preparedness, and community health education, among many other things. For more information, you can call us at 270-756-5121 or go to our website, BreckinridgeCountyHealth.com. BCHS.dept.org. And good luck, Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers, from all of us at the Breckinridge County Health Department.
LaRue County High School in Hodgenville, Lee Bramlett with you as you are listening to Breckinridge County High School Fighting Tiger basketball from 104.3 The River, WXBC in Hardinsburg, Kentucky, just after 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 Eastern on this Wednesday afternoon. It is halftime of the Tigers opening game in the Magnolia Bank Classic, and they lead Marion County 28-23 at the midway point. Tigers have never trailed in this ball game, held a 14-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. Closest Marion County got it was at 21-20. Breckinridge County then went on a 7-1 run, stretched the lead out to their biggest margin of the night right now, which is 7. Marion County got a basket back late to cut the margin to 5, 28-23 here at the midway point. Halftime scoring coming up in just a moment here on 104.3 The River.
Are you aware of all the healthcare services offered right here in Breckinridge County? Allison Mattingly here from Breckinridge Health to let you know there are so many services we provide right here so you don't have to travel far. Surgery, new providers, ear, nose, and throat, outpatient therapy services, cardiac rehab, and so much more. To find out more about the services offered, call 270-756-7000 or go to www.mybreckhealth.org.
Back with you in Hodgenville, the score Breckinridge County 28, LaRue County 23. The first half scoring first for Breckinridge County, being led by Lance Poole. He has 9 points at halftime, 6 of those coming in the first quarter. From there, it's 6 on the night to Mercer Rogers. It is 4 points of the ball game to Jonah Miller, all in the first quarter. 3 points to Chase Hardesty on a Joe Betabacco Plumbing Rental 3-point basket. It is 2 points of the ball game to Braxton Tall, 2 points to Braden Carmen. Ty Galloway, the only other player for Breckinridge County to see playing time on the night. We also mentioned Hayden Brockman with a basket as well. That is the scoring for Breckinridge County, led by Lance Poole with 6, Mercer Rogers with 6, Jonah Miller with 4, Chase Hardesty with 3, Hayden Brockman with 2, also Braxton Tall and Braden Carmen, each with 2 points for Breckinridge County. For Marion County, only 5 players have gotten into the scoring column. They're led by Julius Jones. He finishes the half with 8 points. It is 6 of the ball game to Noah Spalding, 5 to Christian Rucker, 3 points to Nick Mullins, 1 point to Rashawn Brown, Caden Riley, Gabriel Washington, Adrian Lanham, Nate Wright, Eli Washington, and Caden Hazelwood with playing time for the Knights, but did not score. Foul situation right now a little more pronounced on the Marion County side of the ledger, as Mullins, Jones, Lanham, and Hazelwood each have 2 fouls. Breckinridge County committed only 3 fouls for the half. Hardesty with 1, Brockman with 1, and Carmen with 1. Tigers leaving some points on the free throw line here in the first half. Mercer Rogers going 0 of 2 from the free throw stripe. Hayden Brockman making his attempts. It was Lance Poole going 3 of 6 in the quarter across the way. Marion County only went to the line 4 times, converted on 2 of those attempts. Rashawn Brown 1 of 2, and Julius Jones 1 of 2. A reminder, coming up a little later on this evening, we will have the Breckinridge County Lady Tigers, as they'll be in action up at Elizabethtown High School as part of the Hooper Rama event. They will take on Louisville Butler. That game is scheduled for a 6:30 or 6:15 start at Charlie Rawlings Gymnasium. We'll be on the air with the coverage at around 6 o'clock. Now, the schedule for tomorrow is a little bit up in the air at this point. We do know that win or lose, Lady Tigers' next game will be at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Now, if the Tigers hold this result here, they will be playing in the winner's bracket semifinal against either LaRue County or Henry County. That would be a 6:30 start time if the Tigers win. Now, if the Tigers unable to come up with a win here, they would go into the consolation bracket. They would play tomorrow afternoon at around 3:30. We'll be on there with a pregame coverage at around 3:15. Keep it to 104.3. The River will update you tomorrow morning as far as the broadcast plans. In the case of a overlapping game, we may put one of the contests on WXBC1043.com, but we'll let you know as we go through the afternoon here. Again, both teams in holiday tournaments for the remainder of the week. They will play tomorrow afternoon and evening, then one more game on Friday to wrap up their respective tournaments. Right now, though, Breckinridge County with the 5-point lead over Marion County by the score of 28-23. A reminder coming up at Friday's game with the Tigers, we will be selecting a Player of the Week brought to you by Subway of Old Highway 60 in Hardinsburg. Last week's winner was Lady Tiger basketball player Caroline Lucas. Both teams spending an extended amount of time in the locker room at halftime. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll have that for you in just a moment. The pregame or halftime show brought to you by Highway 60 Pawn here on 104.3 The River.
At Wright Implement, you'll find the full line of John Deere mowers, gators, tractors, ag equipment, John Deere apparel, toys, and more, along with a complete line of Steel and Honda power equipment. And we have a parts and service department that's second to none. Wright Implement has 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana to serve you. The right equipment, the right service, and always the right price. Wright Implement, serving great customers like you since 1936. Online at wrightimp.com.
Both teams back out on the floor right now, getting last-minute instructions before we begin the second half here at LaRue County High School. Lee Bramlett with you on this Wednesday afternoon. Breckinridge County leading Marion County 28-23. They have never trailed in this ball game. They've led by as many as 7. The leading scorer for Breckinridge County at the moment is Lance Poole. He's got 3 field goals. He is 3 of 6 from the free throw stripe. Marion County being led right now by Julius Jones. He has 8 at the midway mark. Breckinridge County sends out Mercer Rogers, Jonah Miller, Hayden Brockman, Chase Hardesty, and Lance Poole. Marion County will send out Nick Mullins, Noah Spalding, Julius Jones, Christian Rucker, and Rashad Brown. And it will be Marion County basketball to begin this second half of play. Knights will be moving to the right side of your radio dial as we look at them here in this second half. Rashad Brown to inbounds for the Knights. Official hands the ball off to Brown, who gets it inbounds, and second half is underway. Jones with the basketball, cross-court pass to Brown. They find Mullins with it. Here's Jones driving in the lane, kicks it back out. Marion trying to stretch that offense right now to see if they can get some threes. Here is Mullins with the basketball being chased by Hardesty. Down in the corner, here's a 3 on the way by Jones. Rims no good. Rebound comes down to Mercer Rogers. Breckinridge County trying to run. Here's Rogers, drives down the lane. Reverse layup doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Brockman gets it. Turn around, puts the shot up and in. Brockman with his 4th point of the ball game. Breckinridge County matches their biggest lead of the night at 30-23. 7:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Rucker with the basketball for Marion County. Dribbles to his right. He'll pull up. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound tracked down. Mullins had it, lost it, and will give it over to Breckinridge County. Had his hands on it for a second, but the ball bounced away from him, and he could only watch it go out of bounds. And Breckinridge County gets it back with 7:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Chase Hardesty will bring the ball past the 10-second line for Breckinridge County, moving to the left side of your radio dial here in the second half. Rogers with the basketball just off the top of the key, being chased by Rashad Brown. Rogers kicks it over. Hardesty squares. 3 left side, no good. Rebound down to Spalding. Marion County will try to push the ball up the floor. They had numbers for a moment. Here's Rucker, banks it off the glass, gets the roll in. Rucker with his 7th point of the ball game, 30-25. And we get a whistle and a foul on Christian Rucker. That'll be his first, team first of the quarter. Substitutions, Gabriel Washington, number 23, and Nate Wright, number 15, into the lineup for Marion County. Jonah Miller to inbounds, partially deflected by Mullins, out of bounds. Tigers will reset the offense with 6:37 remaining here in the third quarter. Jones will come back in. Wright will sit down. 6:35 remaining. Hardesty with the basketball across the time stripe for the Tigers. Gets it to Lance Poole. Poole gets into the lane, tries to split the defense, get caught down low, and travels with the basketball. Turnover will give it back to Marion County. 6:23 to go here in the third quarter of play. Brockman with a basket, Rucker with a basket. That's the scoring at the moment. Rucker thought about the three-pointer, doesn't take it. Now cross-court pass finds Jones. Jones bounce pass to Mullins, drives the baseline, kicks it out. Here's Washington going to launch a three straight away. That's an air ball. Ball gets picked up by Lance Poole. Breckinridge County with numbers 3-on-2. Ball gets knocked away. Hardesty able to rescue it, and Breckinridge County will run the offense. Free throw line jumper on the way, short by Miller. Rebound comes down to Rucker for Marion County. Rucker driving, we get a whistle and a carry against Christian Rucker, so it will go back to Breckinridge County. Braxton Tall will check into the lineup for the Tigers. 5 minutes, 54 seconds remaining here in this first half of, or third quarter of play, rather. Two teams have traded baskets thus far. Chase Hardesty dribbles to the right. Gets the ball back to Mercer Rogers at the top of the key. Rogers drives down the lane, has the ball slapped away. Breckinridge County will maintain the possession. Rogers will inbound to the left of his own basket. Looking, now still looking, now finally brings it into Hardesty. Hardesty drives the baseline with a little runner that's too strong. Rebound comes down to Spalding, and Marion County will try to push the ball up the floor. Here is Jones, simply lost the handle but gets it back, tied up by Rogers. Tries to force up the shot, no good, but they will say a jump ball, and the alternating possession will favor Breckinridge County. Ball got knocked out of Jones's hands, tried to get it back. Breckinridge County got a second hand on it, and that was enough for the officials to call the alternating possession off the held ball. Under 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tigers lead 30-25 with the basketball. Braxton Tall directs traffic, gets to Hayden Brockman. Now Rogers with it on the right side. Rogers brings it out to Tall. Hardesty with it. Hardesty goes on the drive in the paint, caught in a double team, bounce pass finds Brockman, pulls up baseline from 12, got it. Brockman with his 6th point of the ball game. Tigers back to a 7-point lead at 32-25, under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Jones lost the handle right into the hands of Breckinridge County. Tigers trying to run out. Here's Rogers at the other end, can't get the shot to go. Brockman on the putback, can't get it. Rogers tries it a third time, fought for. Finally ball goes out, ball knocked away. Finally Hardesty comes away with it. Here is Braxton Tall, going to launch a three left side, no good. Rebound fought for, still on the floor. And I believe we'll finally get a foul on Breckinridge County. As a Breckinridge County player, Marion County player, Spalding slow to get up. Foul's going to be on Jonah Miller with the over the back call. That'll be his first, team first of the quarter. Marion County basketball to bring the length of the floor with 4:36 to go here in this quarter. Tigers with a 32-25 lead, their biggest of the night. Gabriel Washington dribbles to the left, gets the ball back to Hazelwood. Hazelwood to Rucker. Rucker now to Brown. Brown gets into the lane, bounce pass, finds Wiley. They'll bring the ball back out to Rucker. Rucker drives down the lane, has his shot blocked, but they'll get a foul on Breckinridge County. I believe that'll be Hayden Brockman. Actually, they will call Miller with the foul. That'll be his second, team second, but it'll send Marion to the free throw line. Rucker with 7 points of the ball game. First trip to the free throw line tonight. Shot is in the air. This one is good. He's a 71% free throw shooter on the season. Rucker with his 8th point of the ball game pulls Marion County to within 6 at 32-26. Devin Spalding into the ball game for Breckinridge County. One more attempt on the way for Rucker. On the way and good. So he has 9 in the ball game. And before anything else, we're going to get a 30-second timeout with 4:13 remaining here in the third quarter. This timeout a service of J&M Services on Ballpark Road with the score 32-27, Breckinridge County by 5.
So you've heard us talking about Brandenburg Telecom, and we could have chosen any other provider for our phone, internet, TV, and security service, but we chose Brandenburg Telecom.
It is not hard to find a good deal these days. What it is hard to find is a provider that delivers the best value of service. That's exactly what we're getting with Brandenburg Telecom.
They don't trick you with introductory rates.
They don't keep you waiting for service or waiting on the phone.
When they say they're going to do something, they do it.
Brandenburg Telecom are people who live
and work
and play in my community.
They're part of this community, and that's why they care.
If you only have one service with Brandenburg Telecom, you're missing out on their other great services.
Give them a chance.
You won't be disappointed. I'm ready for the burger.
Following the JLM Services timeout, Breckinridge County with the basketball trailing 32-27. Mercer Rogers has the ball knocked out of his hands, able to maintain the possession. Breckinridge County in the front court coming down to 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Ball gets knocked away. We'll get a reach-in foul on Caden Hazelwood for Marion County. That is his third, team second of the quarter. Tiger basketball at side front court with 4:01 remaining here in the third. Breckinridge County with the basketball. They bring the ball into Devin Spalding. Spalding cut off by Rucker. Looking for someone to get it to. Spalding holds it out on the left side. Cross-court pass, this one batted away, picked up by Braxton Tall. Tigers had numbers for a minute. Now Spalding with it, gets it knocked away. Dishes down low to Brockman. He puts it off the glass, missed it. Had the position, but went off the front of the rim and bounced away. Knocked out of bounds, backslap by Chase Hardesty, so Marion County maintains possession. Braden Carmen will come into the lineup for the Tigers. Caden Hazelwood into the game for Marion County with 3:36 remaining here in the third. Breckinridge County holding on to that 5-point lead. Rucker launches a three-pointer that is no good. Rebound Braxton Tall. Juggles the rebound, but eventually pulls it down. Breckinridge County will bring the ball up the floor. Here is Hardesty driving to the glass, puts up a high floater, doesn't go, and the rebound comes down to Marion County. Knights 4-on-3, down to the other end. Rucker will launch a three-pointer that is good. Rucker with a three-point basket. And Breckinridge County will take a timeout of their own here with 3 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. JLM Services on Ballpark Road in Hardinsburg brings you this timeout with the score. Breckinridge County 32, Marion County 30.
Experience the difference of the Big Green Egg ceramic cooker from Irvington Gas Company. It's a smoker, a grill, and oven, all in one. It's easy to start, reaching cooking temperatures in just 10 minutes with temperature control so you can cook to perfection. It's safer to use and it's easy to clean up. Stop by Irvington Gas Company on Highway 79 to see the Big Green Egg and other gas grills available. Irvington Gas Company, serving this area for more than 75 years.
Breckinridge County has seen a 7-point lead diminish down to 2 at 32-30. Tigers led 32-25. Marion County has outscored the Tigers 9-2 to start this, or 9-4 to start this second half of play. Only 2 Hayden Brockman baskets, the lone scorers for Breckinridge County. Tigers have had some good looks underneath the basket, just unable to convert. Hardesty will race into the front court for Breckinridge County against full court pressure. Braxton Tall with it. Tall cross-court pass finds Devin Spalding. He'll square up three right side. Got it. A Joe Benebacco plumbing and rental three-pointer for Devin Spalding. That eases the Breckinridge County lead back out to 5 at 35-30. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Brown with the basketball, gets it to Eli Washington for Marion County. Tigers showing 2-3 zone here. Rucker comes out to take the basketball. He's being guarded by Chase Hardesty. Rucker dribbles to his left. Now gets the ball over to Eli Washington. Washington back to Rucker. Washington chased by Devin Spalding. Here is Eli Washington. They're looking down low. They get it to Rucker. Rucker will just pull up with a three-pointer. That is no good. Rebound comes down to Marion County. Here's Rucker going to try another three-pointer. Now Eli Washington pump fakes, puts it up and in. Eli Washington with his first points of the game. Back to a 2-point contest. Basket at the other end. Breckinridge County able to answer to make it 37-33. As we'll get a basket at the other end. I believe Carmen with a basket for his 4th point of the ball game. Foul is going to be Caden Hazelwood, a player control foul, picking up his 4th of the game. And we've got Chase Hardesty now just getting back up on his feet. 1 minute 55 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of play. Breckinridge County 37, Marion County 33. Braxton Tall will inbound the ball. Braden Carmen gets it back to Tall, being guarded by Rucker. Lance Poole with it for Breckinridge County in the front court. Poole lobs, gives it over to Mercer Rogers. Rogers trying to drive in the lane, cut off, leans in, has contact, and draws the foul. Foul is going to be on Rashad Brown. That'll be his first, team fourth of the quarter. Should be a common foul as substitutions will come in. Jones and Spalding for Marion County. Tigers trying to sell the act of shooting. It's the fourth team foul, so I believe the Tigers are trying to lobby for a shooting foul there, which would send Rogers to the line, but officials saying nope before the shot, so 37-33 remains the score. They lob the ball inbounds. Braxton Tall had the ball taken away as he was trying to spit away from a defender, but we get a reach in. Rucker will get called for the reach in. That is his second, team fifth, so now we will go to the free throw stripe. Braxton Tall makes his first trip to the free throw line on the night. He's got 2 points in the ball game. He's a 70% free throw shooter on the season. Steps up with 1 minute 39 remaining here in this third quarter. First free throw is good. Tall with his third point of the ball game. Breckinridge County back to a 5-point lead. Adrian Lanham, number 20, will check in for Marion County. One more attempt on the way for Tall. Free throw is in the air. This one kicks the back of the rim, no good. Braden Carmen goes in, forces the knockaway and stays with it and lays it up and in as he splits the defenders. Carmen with his fourth point of the ball game. Breckinridge County now back to their biggest lead of the night at 40-33 with 1 minute 23 remaining here in the third quarter. Rucker with the basketball. They'll give it to Eli Washington. He shoots a three-pointer, no good. Carmen goes up to collect the rebound. Tigers trying to push the ball up the floor. Here's Carmen. Tries the Rogers shot. Layup doesn't go. Tried to get around Rucker. Laid it up off the glass short. Marion County trying to find Jones down in the corner. Braxton Tall gets a hand on it to knock it out of bounds. And checking into the ball game will be Jonah Miller for Breckinridge County with 1 minute 6 remaining here in the third quarter. Inbounds comes in with 1 minute 2 remaining. Rucker with the basketball, moves off the screen, dribbles to the baseline. Carmen's on top of him. Rucker gets the ball back out to Eli Washington. Here is Jones looking to lob the ball. Pass deflected out of bounds, and Breckinridge County stays on defense as they were the last to touch it. Comes back in to Marion County with 48.1 seconds remaining. Here is Rucker with the basketball. 45 seconds remaining in the third. Tigers up 7, 40-33. Tall guarding Rucker. Kicks it over in the corner. Lanham will launch a three-pointer. That is good. Third three of the quarter for Marion County. 40-36 is the score. Under 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Marion County staying within range here as they'll get Braxton Tall with a charge as he was leaning in. Tall picks up his first, team third of the quarter. Getting ready to say Marion County staying in this game right now with three-point shooting. That's their 6th three of the game. Tigers have only had 2 on the night. Marion County with a basketball, shot up no good. Rebound comes down to Braden Carmen. Under 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Miller with a basketball, and they'll get a charge on Jonah Miller as he'll pick up his third personal foul with 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Substitution number 24, Melvin James into the lineup for Marion County with 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Eli Washington inbounds, pass deflected, picked up by Tall, can't get the layup to go, out of bounds, back to Breckinridge County. Braxton Tall read the pass perfectly, intercepted, but could not get the layup to fall. Breckinridge County brings Hardesty, Rogers, and Brockman back in with 2.1 seconds remaining in the quarter. Trying to get a shot here as we're getting substitutions. Riley, Mullins, and Hazelwood back in for Marion County. Tallwin or Miller inbound, looking, gets it to Rogers. Fall away jumper as the quarter end spins. No good. And we have reached the end of tonight's third quarter, brought to you by Hardinsburg Nursing and Rehab with the score, Breckinridge County 40, Marion County 36.
If you need home medical equipment, rely on Taylor Pharmacy. They deliver home medical equipment such as oxygen, lip chairs, hospital beds, and CPAP machines to Breckinridge and surrounding counties. They have everything a patient needs for recuperating at home. Taylor Pharmacy does so much more than fill prescriptions. They carry a full line of diabetic chews, have a gift department, and of course make delicious tailor-made fudge in a variety of flavors that include sugar-free. Stop by Taylor Pharmacy in Hardinsburg and see why your family and the Taylor Pharmacy family make a good team.
Never trailed in this game, but Marion County has been able to hang in there. Tigers have led by 7 on several occasions, but Marion County has been able to fight their way back in. Here's a three-point attempt by Brown. That is good. Rashad Brown, his first three of the night, and Marion County to within 1 at 40-39. Down at the other end, here's Poole. Puts up the shot, can't get the roll, but is fouled. Tigers have had some good looks underneath the basket at their end, but have not been able to connect. Rashad Brown will pick up the foul. That'll be his second, team first of the quarter. And Lance Poole heads to the line. 3 of 6 on the night, has not scored since the first half. And makes the free throw. Actually will become the first player to get a double figures for Breckinridge County. He's got 10 in the ball game. Christian Rucker with 12 for Marion County as the Tigers ease back out to a 41-39 lead. Free throws on the way, good. 42-39. Tigers by 3 with 7:19 to go in this game. Marion County with the basketball, Rucker with it. Rucker, bounce pass, finds Jones down in the corner. Mullins with it. Mullins gets it down low to Spalding. He turns around, banks the shot up and in. That one just simply caught the front of the rim, and Spalding knocks it in for his 8th point of the ball game. 42-41. Tigers lead again down to 1. Here's Mercer Rogers with it. Rogers drives, spins, tries to get position, puts up the shot short. Rebound, Lance Poole tries to go up and draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Caden Riley for Marion County. Noah Spalding correction. That'll be his first, team second of the quarter. Back at the free throw line, it is Lance Poole to shoot 2 free throws for Breckinridge County. First attempt, pitched the back of the rim, no good. You may recall Tigers had some troubles in the fourth quarter of the Hancock County game where they had built a 9-point lead, but then suddenly shots would not fall for the Tigers. Starting to see a bit of that here, although a bit earlier in the game as Poole makes the free throw for his 12th point of the night. 43-41 the score, 6:43 left to go in this game. Marion County with the basketball, Rucker with it, being guarded by Mercer Rogers. And here's a timeout to be called by Marion County. Marion County will take a timeout. JLM Services on Ballpark Road brings you the timeouts here on Fighting Tiger Basketball with the score, Breckinridge County 43, Marion County 41.
How many times have you called someplace and heard this?
For customer service, press 1.
At First State Bank, when you call one of their 3 locations, you'll hear this.
First State Bank, this is Michelle. How may I help you?
From opening a checking or savings account to home or commercial loans, you'll get a friendly voice ready to assist with your banking needs. Call or stop by today and find out why for more than 100 years, First State Bank, where your friends bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at firststatebankky.com.
Breckinridge County 43, Marion County 41. In the fourth quarter, Tigers have led by as many as 7 in this game. But Marion County has kept plugging away in this contest. Looking at a quick check here, Marion County have knocked down 4 threes in this second half. Breckinridge County with just 5 field goals total, 1 3-pointer, then the rest 2-pointers. Knights with the basketball in the front court, under 6.5 minutes left to go in this game. Here's a bounce pass down in the corner. Jones with it, kicks it back out to Rucker. Here's a 3 on the way by Brown. That is good. Rashad Brown's second 3 of the night. And Marion County has their first lead of the night at 44-43. Here is Ryan Nottingham for Breckinridge County. Drives down the lane. Now gets it out to Lance Poole. Poole bluffs the shot, goes into the lane, puts up a shot. No good, but draws the foul. Actually, they're going to go ahead and call Poole for the charge. That'll be his first. Marion County basketball, under 6 minutes left to go in this game. Enjoying their first lead of the night at 44-43. And doing a lot of the damage from 3-point range. Here is a shot up, no good, but a foul on Breckinridge County. Chase Hardesty will be called for the foul, his second, team second of the quarter. That will send Nick Mullins to the free throw stripe. Mullins only 8 of 18 on the season from the line. Free throw attempt by Mullins is good. It's his 4th point of the ball game. Braxton Tall will check into the ball game, as will Devin Spalding. Marion County right now on a 12-3 run. After the Tigers had pushed the margin back out. So Mullins, shooting under 50% for the season, knocks down 2 free throws there. And now Marion County with a 46-43 lead. Rogers with the basketball, gets it ahead to Braxton Tall. Tall with it. Lost the handle, but gets it back. Here's Lance Poole in the paint. Poole spinning, travel with the basketball. Another turnover, Breckinridge County. So Tigers struggling here over the last 8 minutes of game time. Marion County with the basketball. Here's a drive down the lane, splits a defense, ball knocked away, but bailed out is Brown as a foul on Breckinridge County. Braden Carmen will pick up the foul for the Tigers. That is his second. That'll be the team third. At the line it is Brown. He's made a pair of 3-pointers, knocks down the free throw. Marion County now leads 47-43. Shot in the air and good. (48-43), a 5-point lead now for Marion County. Mercer Rogers squares, pulls up. Joe Betabacco plumbing rental 3-pointer, no good. Follow up by Tall is no good, but they draw the foul from Marion County. Rucker will pick up his third. That'll be the team third. Braxton Tall, 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 3 points of the ball game. Steps up with 5:11 remaining in this quarter. Tigers have struggled several minutes now since they have scored a basket, as their points are coming from the free throw line. Tall with his 4th point of the night. 48-44 the score. Second free throw in and out, no good. Hazelwood lost the handle as he tried to go up for the rebound, and it'll come back to Breckinridge County. Breckinridge County basketball with 5:10 remaining. Here's Spalding going to launch a 3 from the corner, banks it in. Joe Betabacco plumbing and rental 3-point basket. Second of the night for Devin Spalding. Tigers needed that one as they pull back to within 1 at 48-47. Under 5 minutes to go in this game. And at the other end, will get a foul. Tigers thought that they had just forced a turnover, but instead they're going to call Devin Spalding with a foul. That'll be his first. Substitutions checking into the ball game. We'll reset the offense for you in just a moment. Inbounds, Rashawn Brown for Marion County. Brown looking, finally lobs it in to Gabriel Washington. Spalding, Rogers, Carmen, Tall, and Poole in the game for Breckinridge County. Washington with the basketball, drives a little floater in the lane, banks it in. Washington with his first points of the ball game makes it a 3-point game, 50-47. Down to 4.5 minutes remaining in the game. Here's Rogers with the runner partially blocked, gets his own miss, goes back up, draws the foul. Foul is going to be on Noah Spalding. That'll be his second. The team fourth, so Mercer Rogers will go to the line. Remember, back in the game on Friday night, Breckinridge County only had one field goal in the fourth quarter of that Hancock County game, as Rogers misses the free throw. Breckinridge County right now also struggling. This will be their 8th attempt of the night. They're 4 of 7 here in this fourth quarter. Make it 5 of 8. And right now, aside from the Spalding tray, free throws are where the Tigers are making their points here. 50-48 the score. Here is Lanham, little runner, baseline doesn't go. Rebound fought for, Carmen gets it, and we'll get a reach in on Spalding for Marion County. He picks up his third as Jones will check back into the ball game. 4 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in this ball game. Marion County 50, Breckinridge County 48. Braden Carmen will go to the line to try to shoot free throws here. First attempts of the night for Carmen, who's got 6 points of the ball game. First free throw is short. He'll get one more attempt here. Jones back in the lineup for Marion County. Free throw on the way, high arching goes no good. We get a whistle and believe a lane violation or a foul. Believe they'll call lane violation, so Carmen will get one more crack at it from the line. Mullins will check into the ball game. Jones will sit down. We have 4 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in this ball game. Breckinridge County trailing 50-48. The shot no good. Rebound comes down to Rucker for Marion County. Tigers trying to pick up their defensive intensity here as the Tigers go for the steal. Here's a loose ball picked up by Lance Poole. And the Tigers will come into the front court, coming down to 4 minutes left in regulation. Spalding thought about the three, now drives in the arc. He'll turn around, fall away jumper, got it, and a foul. Will the basket count is the question. We'll get a foul. Spalding gets the foul, but Breckinridge County whistled for a foul simultaneously. Braxton Tall is whistled for the foul. That'll be his second. And because we're now past the bonus situation, Marion County will get to go down and essentially answer the basket here. So at the line it is Gabriel Washington. He's got 2 points of the ball game. First free throw on the way is good. Washington 4 of 8 from the line, but does not miss there. Marion County, by my count, 5 of 5 from the free throw line here in this quarter. Second attempt is on the way and good. (52-50), Marion County retakes the lead with 3:54 left in this game. Tigers have led by as many as 7, but Marion County fought their way back, took their first lead here in the fourth quarter as Rogers tries to drive, has the ball tipped out of his hands, picked up by Rucker. Rucker drives to the other end, lays it off the glass and in. Rucker with his 14th point of the ball game, make it a 54-50 lead for Marion County with 3:33 left to go in this game. Carmen hands the ball back to Lance Poole, left side. Poole goes on the dribble into the lane, tries to go up over Jones, can't get the runner, actually does. Goes along the rim and falls in. Breckinridge County will take a 30-second timeout with 3:23 left to go in this game. Timeout brought to you by JLM Services on Ballpark Road in Hardinsburg. The score, Marion County 54, Breckinridge County 52. .323 left to go in this ball game. Breckinridge County now trails 54-52. Tigers have led by as many as 7, but Marion County has raced back in this game. They took their first lead at 44-43 and have not trailed since that point. Loose ball goes to the floor, picked up. Braxton Tall will get it to Lance Poole. Tigers with the ball in the front court, trying to tie or take the lead. Tall thought about it, gets it to Brockman, down, turnaround, hook shot, got it. Brockman with his 6th point of the night ties the game at 54. 3 minutes left to go in regulation. Breckinridge County now picking up with some full court pressure here. Rucker with the basketball for Marion County. They'll settle into their offense. What they want to do is try to stretch the Tigers, see if they can catch them in a switch and maybe launch the basket. Here is Mullins driving against Miller. Ball gets knocked away, rescued. Here is Jones, dishes off. Spalding has his shot blocked, but we get a foul on Breckinridge County's Lance Poole. He'll pick up his 2nd. Actually, they will call, I believe, Jonah Miller for the foul and not Poole. So now Noah Spalding will go to the line. First free throw in the air and good. The 50% free throw shooter. Marion County now 7 of 7 from the line here in this 4th quarter. One more attempt on the way for Spalding. Has 9 points in the game. In the air, and this one catches the back of the rim and falls in for his 10th. 56-54, under 3 minutes remaining here in this game. Hardesty with the basketball, right side for Breckinridge County. Tall, down low to Brockman. Brockman caught in the double team, has the ball picked away, taken away by Mullins for Marion County. Tigers try to go for the steal, unsuccessful. This is Rashad Brown with it, and we'll get a blocking call on Hayden Brockman as he picks up his 2nd. And that will send Rashad Brown back to the free throw stripe. He's 2 of 2 on the night, make it 3 of 4 on the line. He'll get 2 free throws with 2:16 remaining in this ball game. First free throw in the air, in and out, no good. One more attempt for Brown here. In the air, this one is short, and the ball comes down to Mercer Rogers for Breckinridge County. Down to 2:10 left to go in this game, 56-54, Marion County by 2. Breckinridge County with the basketball. Rogers gets the ball to Braxton Tall. Tall on the right side, directing traffic, looking down low. They get it to Poole. Poole has it knocked out of his hands, but they will say that Rucker stepped on the baseline as he was trying to throw it back in. Hazelwood and Jones will check in for Marion County with 1:56 left to go in this ball game. Rogers to inbounds for the Tigers. They'll get it to Brockman. Brockman pulls up 12-footer too strong. Poole gets the rebound, and he is fouled on that attempt. Rucker will pick up his 4th foul, and Poole will head back to the free throw stripe. Poole steps up. He's got 14 in the ball game. 3 for 4 here in this quarter. First free throw is no good. Mullins and Gabe Washington will check into the ball game for Marion County. One more attempt for Poole. Shot is in the air, and this one is good. Pulls the Tigers within one at 56-55 with 1:52 left in regulation. Marion County facing full court pressure. Rogers trying to chase Brown. Marion County able to break the press. Washington gets the ball to Mullins. Mullins being guarded by Lance Poole, down to 1:35 to go. Now Rucker with it. Marion now content to stretch the floor here a little bit. Down to 1:30 left to go in this game. Tigers trail by one. Here's Rucker. Lost the handle, and will be an over and back call. Nice defense there by Mercer Rogers. Pressed Rucker right up against the time stripe. Lost the handle. And Rucker had to go across the 10-second line to get the ball. So Breckinridge County forces the turnover. Gets it back with 1:24 remaining. Trailing 56-55. Inbounds comes into Chase Hardesty. Across the time stripe for the Tigers. Hardesty gets the ball. Braxton Tall, left side. Now Brockman at the top of the key. Brockman tries to lob it down low to Poole. Poole splits the defenders, banks it off the glass and in. Nice lob there from Brockman to Poole. 57-56. Tigers regain the lead, coming down to 1 minute in regulation. And Marion County is forced to burn a timeout. Afraid of the 10-second count. Marion's going to take a full timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here for just a moment. 57-56, Breckinridge County has retaken the lead in this game. Both teams will be in the double bonus the rest of the way, which means it's free throws on any foul. Timeout situation, believe Marion County has just one remaining. Breckinridge County will have two. Cannot see where the possession arrow is favoring. There's a banner up on the scorer's table, and the electric scoreboard here does not signal possession. Breckinridge County led for about 3 quarters plus, but then Marion County pushed their way back into the ball game. 1 point using a 12. I'm trying to look at my math here. Breckinridge County had the lead out to 30, had a 7-point lead at 1 point at 30-23. Actually pushed it out to 40-33 late in the third quarter. But then Marion County went on a 12-3 run. They have led by as many as 5 in this ball game at 48-43, but now find themselves trailing by 1 as we're inside the final minute of regulation. Gabriel Washington with the basketball to Marion County, gets it to Mullins. Mullins tries to drive on Poole. Here's Rucker, goes up, has a shot blocked. Rebound comes down to Braxton Tall for Breckinridge County. Let's see how the Tigers elect to play this. Marion County now goes man-to-man. They get the ball to Tall as Washington goes for the steal. Gabriel Washington will pick up the foul for Marion County. That should be his first. But it will send Breckinridge County to the line. Chase Hardesty has not missed on the season. And naturally, I would have to say that because he missed that one. Still has a chance here to get at least back to a 2-point game with 34 seconds remaining. Hardesty's second free throw is in the air. This one is good. He has 4 points on the night. And Breckinridge County takes a 58-56 lead with 34 seconds left to go in this game. Tigers again picking up with full court pressure. Washington gets the ball back to Rashawn Brown. Now Washington with it. Down to 29 seconds. Marion beats the 10 count. Here's a pass deflected. Mullins gets it back. Mullins gets the ball to Washington with 18 seconds left. Here's the ball out of bounds off of a Breckinridge County player. Went off the back of his leg, so with 16 seconds left, Marion County with the basketball. 58-56 is the score. Rashawn Brown to inbounds, gets it to Eli Washington. Washington gets the ball to Gabriel Washington. Now here's Rucker with it. Thought about the three-pointer, trying to drive inside on Rogers. Spins, puts up the shot off balance, no good. Will go to the line with 7.6 seconds remaining. Foul on Mercer Rogers will be his first. And it will send Rucker to the line. He's 2 for 2 on the night. He'll get 2 shots here with 7.6 seconds remaining in the game. Free throw on the way as good. 58-57. Hazelwood and Jones will check in for Marion County. Here's the free throw to tie the game. Rucker puts it in the air, and this one is no good. Rebound fought for. Ball goes to the floor. Marion County was going to the floor, falling down, and burns a timeout with 6.3 seconds remaining. This will be a full timeout with the score. Breckinridge County 58, Marion County 57.
Joe Bennett Backhoe Plumbing and Rentals been in business since 1973 and are still going strong and growing. They carry the largest selection of rental equipment in the area. They can also take care of all your residential and commercial plumbing needs. They haul rock, install cisterns, dig footers, basements, and backfill around your home. Call 270-756-2946. That's Joe Bennett Backhoe Plumbing and Rental, located on Old Highway 60 in Hardinsburg, a proud supporter of Breckinridge County and the Fighting Tigers.
Breckinridge County leading 58-57, but Marion County will have the basketball after Rucker went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Rashawn Brown went to the floor, lost the handle, but the Marion County bench quick to call a timeout to save the possession. 6.3 seconds remaining. Breckinridge County would have 2 timeouts remaining by my book. I believe Marion County burnt their last timeout. Brown will inbounds for Marion County. Gets the ball to Mullins, down to 3 seconds. Here's a 3 on the way by Rucker. That is short. Rebound. Poole has it knocked away. Bounces up and in. And Marion County wins it. Poole had the basketball, could not pull it down. Went loose. Brown followed it up and put it in. And Marion County has defeated Breckinridge County here by the final score of 59-58. Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Commonwealth Machining. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River.
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Breckinridge County High School alumni Matt Mattingly and Katie Critchlow at Legacy Physical Therapy salute you, Breckinridge County, and support Breckinridge County sports. Legacy Physical Therapy is an outpatient physical therapy clinic proudly serving Breckinridge County with that Tiger pride. Located at 237 Highway 60 in Hardinsburg, Matt Mattingly and Katie Critchlow and their staff are very proud to serve their patients and their community. At Legacy Physical Therapy, they treat people, not patients.
Breaker to Marion County tonight, 59-58. Tigers led by as many as 7 on a number of occasions in this ball game, but Marion County would not go away. They were able to knock down some three-pointers in the third and fourth quarters and fought back and took their first lead of the game at 44-43. They led by as many as 5 on the contest, 48-43. Breckinridge County, though, came back to tie the game at 50, but then Marion pushed back to the lead, leading by as many as 54-50 before Breckinridge County fought their way back, took a lead late, held a 58-56 lead. Marion County missed the second end of the double bonus, but could not secure the rebound for the Tigers, and that meant Marion got the ball back. They attempted a shot that was no good. Tigers appeared to have the rebound, but it slipped out of the Tiger players' hands, and Marion County's Rashawn Brown was able to get the putback as time expired, and Marion County has defeated Breckinridge County here tonight by the final score of 59-58. That means the Tigers will move into the consolation bracket of this Magnolia Bank Classic event. They will take on the loser of the Henry County, LaRue County game that'll be coming up later this evening here at LaRue County High School. Post-game show coverage brought to you by TGH Machine and Welding, The Print Place, and Beachy Dogs here on 104.3 The River.
Do you know what the Breckinridge County Health Department does? We do everything from pool inspections to site evaluations on septic tanks, the WIC program, women's health, immunizations, children and adults, disaster preparedness, and community health education, among many other things. For more information, you can call us at 270-756-5121 or go to our website, BreckinridgeCountyHealthDEPT.org. And good luck, Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers, from all of us at the Breckinridge County Health Department.
9:58, Breckinridge County falls to Marion County here this afternoon. Final scoring for the ball game. Unofficially for Breckinridge County, who drops to 4-5 on the season. They were led by Lance Poole. He'll finish the night with 15 points, the only player to get into double-figure scoring. From there, it was Hayden Brockman with 8 points on the night, 7 in the ball game, going to Mercer Rogers, 6 on the night to Braden Carmen, 5 points in the ball game to Devin Spalding, 4 points each to Jonah Miller and Braxton Tall, as well as Chase Hardesty. Todd Galloway and Ryan Nottingham with playing time for Breckinridge County, but failed to score. Marion County improves to 3-5 on the season. They are led by 3 players in double figures. Christian Rucker finishes the night with 15. Rashawn Brown with 12, but none more heartbreaking for the Tigers than his basket. As time expired, he finishes the night with 12 points. It's 10 in the ball game to Noah Spalding. 8 going to Julius Jones, 5 points to Nick Mullins, 4 points to Gabriel Washington. Then it's 3 points to Adrian Lanham and 3 points to Eli Washington. Caden Hazelwood and Caden Riley with playing time for Marion County tonight, along with Melvin James. They did not score. Looking at the final numbers of the game, really the telling stats coming in the fourth quarter. Breckinridge County had their chances to put this game into comfort level, but the Tigers, as they were unable to do in overtime in that Hancock County game, is going 7-14 from the line in the fourth quarter. Marion County, a team that has not shot the ball well from free throws, I believe only about a 54% as a team. No such problems in the fourth quarter, especially as they went 10 of 12 down the stretch, and they have claimed the victory tonight over Breckinridge County, 59-58.